I'm Brandi Sorensen with Johnston Realty and ConverseCountyHome.com.
And I'm Tyler Johnston with Johnston Realty.
And this is your Natrona County
Market update for the week of September 1st. Started on a 1st, so happy Labor Day to everybody.
Yeah, hope everyone had a great weekend.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did, yeah. We went, did football in Cody, and then we went down to Fort Bridger. They have a mountain man rendezvous.
Oh, nice.
So that was fun. My friend from Southern Utah came up and met. Her and my daughter are about the same age. We met in Utah. Anyway, so she came up and then we went and we camped, and then it's fun. They do like the Native American dances and talk about the history, and then there's all sorts of people dressed up from like Scottish, doing the bagpipes to like mountain man, men in just loincloths, nothing else. That's all kinds of men in loincloths. And then, just all like pioneer, whatever. They also did, at the end of the night, one night, they did a buckskin dance. So the old fashioned kind of dances that like, the square dance or whatever. I don't know, but how they would go and they would call. Yep. And so that's kind of fun. It was a really cool place.
And where was that at?
It's in Fort Bridger.
Oh, cool.
So like by Lyman.
Yeah.
Well,
that's cool.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a fun time.
It was really fun. They do it every Labor Day weekend.
Huh.
It's so crazy because the town is tiny.
Yeah.
And there are tons of people, like cars just parked everywhere, all down the street. It's crazy.
So I've never even heard of it.
Yeah. So when I was in Utah, a lot of people would go up there to do it. There were quite a few people from our little town that would go up there, and it was like a family tradition and stuff. So.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. What about you? What'd you do?
Nothing. I worked.
Yeah.
I finally managed to get the lawnmower working long enough to finish mowing my yard for the second time all summer. So at least all the weeds are gone.
Yeah.
But that was about it. Kaysen went, some of her friends were being baptized.
Oh, okay.
At the gathering.
Oh, okay.
But they do it once a year, and they do it up at, I don't know if they only do it once a year, but the one they do it at this time, they actually go up to the Powderhorn. And do it in the creek on the Powderhorn up in the mountains. So she was like, my friends are going and I've got a ride with youth group. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I asked Bright and I was like, you gonna go? And he's like, no, I don't think I'm gonna go this year. And I was like, okay. So she went and did that, and Deanne worked Saturday, and then she took her goose to a friend. So she rehomed her goose on Sunday because she's getting ready to possibly move out. She's going to do a trial run with a friend for a couple of weeks and
see how
it goes.
Yeah, adulting.
Yeah, and then Monday we just kind of hung out and didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So I did some photo editing for a friend for the wedding that I did back in June, and got the last of the reception photos delivered, and just the usual stuff.
I did get a lot of people asking about homes, and so remember how we were talking last week about open houses on the holiday?
Yep.
I don't know, but there were a lot of people doing real estate on the weekend, on Labor Day weekend. So, of course, I was like out of service, so I didn't get the text till later. But
well, that's what Jody had an open house on her place on Shoshone Friday, and she said she had 2 people stop by, and we hadn't advertised it at all. She was stuck
because it was just barely listed.
So she just put some signs out, and she had a couple come through. I was like, that's successful.
Yeah, that's
good.
Yeah.
So that was fun for her.
Good.
Yeah.
I loved your drone video of you flying through the house. That was pretty cool.
I wanted to do it when we listed, and I took the photos and everything, but it was, the owners were there, and I did the 3D tour, I did the photos, I did the regular video, and I didn't want to kick the owners out
even longer.
So I was like, when she was having that open house, and I was going to do it during the open house, and I just didn't get back from Casper in time. So then I ran over yesterday while she was doing a showing. And the owners were gone. And I was like, okay, I'm going to sneak through. And then I was like kind of taking my time, getting set up. And then just as I'm starting to go through, she's like, yeah, so they're on their way home. And I'm like, oh.
Now the pressure's on.
And then one of the guys she knows and I know, he showed up and he's like, did you crash? And I was like, what? He's like, did you crash yet? And I was like, well, no. He's like, I left a beer to come watch you do this. You better crash. And I was like, well, thanks for the pressure.
We're going to bet on you next time. Like, okay. I won't tell how many times you dropped your camera today.
I'm counting 4, but it may have been 5.
And then last time we were here, remember the...
Oh, yeah. It just, the tripod just completely crashed.
Tripod had sad.
Yeah.
That wasn't your fault, but, you know.
It's just my luck.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to put a sign out on the lot I've got over there on Pearson today because I ordered new signs since all of you got nice fancy signs. I figured
to keep up with us.
I got to keep up. So I ordered a sign and I'm rushing to get out the door to go pick Kason up. And I'm trying to put the sign together and put the screws through so the wind won't blow it out of the frame. And then Loki starts biting on the back of my shirt. He was locked up.
Oh. No, he's not anymore.
Nope. He found a way out.
Oh, good.
And
little escape donkey.
So I had to stop, chase him down, put him away. And I'm like, how the hell? He had knocked over one of the panels and literally crawled through. So then I had to grab my car and park my car to block that. So
he couldn't knock the panel.
So he couldn't come out again while I was off.
That's the thing. Like, it's so smart. As soon as he finds a way, then he's just going to do it.
He raced me. He was racing me back there. I had to haul ass just to get the car pulled in there, and then he was still trying to push against the car. I was like, just
like, I know this is how I got out.
Yep.
Oh, goodness. Crazy. Okay, so, I was going to tell you, I had a solar guy come. So this is going to be like our little maintenance talk. I did have a solar guy come today. I actually met him at not this guy, but the company at the state fair. And so they're local. They're like in Colorado and Wyoming. Okay. They actually come and install it. And I really liked these guys. Price wise is similar to the other guys I talked to earlier this spring, but he brought out that with the big beautiful bill, they're doing away with the tax credit that you're going to get from doing the solar. So you have to have it done before December 31st of this year if you're going to get the tax credit, which would be like $18,000 for ours, because it costs like their estimate around $60,000. And so you get 30% tax credit. So that'd be like $18,000.
Oh, wow.
Which I get, like, why they're doing it. We're not going to get political, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, if I'm going to do it, so that's just something to think about. But businesses don't end. Their tax credits continue. Oh, so for solar.
So if a business continues.
So a business, if they have an LLC. I don't know if that has to do with, like, ranches as well. Oh. But he says ranches are getting more and more into the solar as well. So he was a really great and informative. I can give you the contact to put in the comments and stuff if you would like. I really liked them and their program. They have a 25-year warranty for all of it, not just parts of it, which the other ones did. And he said these solar panels are built to withstand Gulf-size hail at 50 miles an hour. I feel like that's pretty
sturdy.
Yeah. We did talk about the same thing with like increasing the cost, like if you put it in your mortgage or whatever, but the value of the home. And he did say if it's part of your mortgage, then the appraisers can include it in an appraisal as part of the value. So I don't know how they value it. I actually want to talk to some of the appraisers that we know and just ask them how they
that would be interesting.
Include that. So if you're buying it or if you do like a HELOC or something and you need to do
So that was my question. So then if you've already got a mortgage and then you decide to go forward with it, then do you do a refi then
So,
in order to get
so
that?
this company doesn't
locked in?
actually do financing. They're the solar, and then it's kind of up to you. Because so in Colorado there are some loan programs that are specialized, so they hook you up with them. But in Wyoming, there's not these loan programs, so they can't give you any better of a deal than you can get. So it kind of depends on you. Like you can get either a HELOC to do it or refinance if you have. I don't want to refinance. I got a 2% interest, so I would probably do a HELOC. Because I don't have 60 grand in the bank, unfortunately.
But then, so then it would be included.
But then it would just be
part of your mortgage. Then.
I would assume so. Like then, if they had to do a refinance or if they had to do an appraisal, that they would count it. But if somebody's buying it and they're buying it with
them
that
already
and
on
the mortgage, yes.
Okay.
And so then they don't put a lien on your
property
or anything. However, it probably depends on your lender too. If I just go to the bank or the credit union or anything and I'm getting a loan for this and it's not my HELOC or anything like that, then they might, I don't know, it just depends on the financing.
Well, that makes sense because my friend in Denver runs into it often where somebody's got the home and they've installed the solar, but they've stopped making the payments to the solar, or they still owe so much, but because now it's not actually part of the home, then there were issues where appraisals weren't going to cover both the home and what the outstanding balance on this other loan out there. So sellers were getting stuck in a bad situation right there. But if we're in Wyoming and they're not financed separately, so then it would just be however. Interesting.
So I don't know, like I said, if I went to the bank, if it would be a personal loan or if they're just loaning on that. And what are they going to do? Repossess your solar things, or could they put a lien on? That's something I'll have to ask the.
I think in Colorado, the information, when I've talked with Dave about it, it was
they would just put
a lien on the property.
Kind of like if you didn't pay a contractor.
Correct. Yep.
What do they call those?
Just contractor.
Mechanic liens or.
Yep. Interesting.
Yeah. So anyways, it was really good.
What was the savings you think you'd see on your bill?
Well, so I could probably finance it and pay about the same average of what my average bill is right now.
Right.
So you don't necessarily save, but they're just going to keep going up.
Yeah.
So their benefits are more, you have control. You don't, here's the thing though, when the power goes out, unless you have a battery bank,
right,
then you still can't use it. They shut it off, the power company, because then if your power goes back into the line when they're trying to fix it, then you're going to electrocute somebody. We don't want that. But he said the same thing that the last company said, that he wouldn't recommend getting a battery bank now because in the next couple of years, things are going to be way cheaper. Oh, and these ones are a Chinese company, but they are manufactured in the U.S. And so that's another thing, a lot they're seeing, with the tariffs and stuff like that, that oversees, solar panels. But this is a Chinese company, but they actually have the, factories here in the U.S., a couple of them. So they're available. They've been in business longer. Like this solar company, they're not the solar, they're just the company that sells them and installs them and everything. But they've been in business 10 years, rather than the last one was just a couple years.
I'll be dang.
So just really interesting. One other thing I thought was really interesting is, remember how I told you how Rocky Mountain Power has it set so that you have to use all of your, so they give you credit for whatever your solar produces, and then you can use that, but it starts over December 31st.
Right, it doesn't roll.
Which is the worst time because you're going to be using the most in January and February, and you don't have any of that. But he said it's industry standard in other places to do the date of being finished is April. And I'm like, that makes way more sense. So they're trying to work on getting them to change that.
Change the cutoff date.
Yeah, because industry standard is April,
Huh.
not just December 31st. So maybe that could be a future thing that would be really helpful, because I mean, it would still save us money as far as not getting prices raised, which I fully believe they're just going to keep going up.
Right. It just keeps creeping up more and more.
I feel like, especially with all the electric needs and stuff going up in the country. I don't know. This is just my crystal ball, but I feel like they're going to go up way faster than they have. That's just my...
Well, then it's frustrating.
Yeah.
You know, you think you've got this, and then all of a sudden, everything just, property taxes, electric, the water bills have been creeping up so fast in Douglas.
Oh, Casper too.
Yeah.
My mom's got her Airbnb over there, and it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. And I am shocked by their water, and they do water, sewer, trash together. But I was like, are you kidding? It's nice when you have your own well. That's my thing, is I'd rather just...
Well, that's why I'm on city water, but they won't do the trash, and I don't get charged for sewer. So I'm just on city water. So half my bill's gone because they don't charge you for the sewer. But when I was doing property management, it was real hard to get things. Somebody had a leak. It was a $750 bill for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment that had been empty. And they would not give a credit for the water because it had already gone through the meter. But they did give her a little bit of a break on the sewer because then,
Because they weren't using that.
Right. It was just a leak in a toilet. And I mean, but she fought for like 3 weeks.
That's crazy.
To get any type of...
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks too, because a lot of times with water, you don't know. Like, the toilet running, you think is just a little thing. It's amazing how many gallons per minute that is.
My dad had a leak at his place, and I was busy and running around and didn't see the bill come through for 2 months. I just didn't look at it. So then I got the third one. He was, as a 65, he was 73-year-old man living alone with 2 dogs, 1 million gallons in a month.
Oh my gosh.
And nobody questioned it. They're
just
sent the bill.
like, okay, you've only used 200 for 16 years, but now or whatever it is.
1 million gallons.
I feel like there could be some automatic flagging. I think my mom had a leak like out, so it's not in the house. You're not hearing it. And how do you know unless it's causing damage? It just sucks.
Well, that was the thing, is he never lost water pressure in the house.
It's just like a slow leak.
It was on the way, because the meter was way up here, the house was way down here, and it was a frost-free hydrant that was on the line that he never used because it was clear up in the corner of the pasture. It had rusted out at the bottom of the frost-free, so it was 6 feet underground where it had rusted out and leaked.
And then it's just leaking.
And it was just leaking, and there was no...
And if you don't see a puddle...
Yep, you couldn't see anything. Like I said, he had normal, and they did not let it go. He actually went to court and lost.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
it can be expensive, those utilities.
gotta keep an eye on them and watch them close.
Do you tell your clients or ask them or tell them to check into what utilities are before they're buying a house?
I get questions, and I always say, it depends on, if it's important, then I can call and I can get you, I offer us, I can call and get you a high, low, and average, or you can call and ask. I said, it's entirely whatever you want to do. Some people would rather do it themselves. Others would say, yeah, that'd be great if you could get it for me. I know some agents do that extra step at the beginning of the list process and call and say, hey, what is this, and then they include it on the listing on the MLS. Or if an agent asks, they can provide it and say, here it is. But at the same time, I had an agent, well, can you get that? And I'm like, yeah, but you can make the same phone call I can.
I usually don't go by what the listing says too, just because, so I would either call or have the clients call. But that's something that I didn't realize before I was a real estate agent, that you can do that.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I would have known. Not that I would have changed, but I was not prepared for how much our electricity was here.
Oh, yeah. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And then if you, like I said, you're on a well, so
Yeah, so I don't.
you don't have to worry about the water bills.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can add up fast. But
And that's another thing people ask too. That's weird. Like, how much is electricity? I don't know. It's really hard to be like, well, compared to Utah or compared to, like, I don't know how it works.
yeah, I can get you an
figure out the
average.
kilowatt, but
Yeah.
but I'm like, I don't know. That's a hard.
Well, that's what Bradley.
I don't know. What did yours cost? Okay.
Bradley moved into his first apartment, got his first big boy job, and after college and everything, he's moved in and he was going through setting up utilities and everything like that. He goes, do you know what it costs to turn it on? Deposits and stuff. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I don't. He ended up paying more for a nicer place in a better part of town than he originally wanted to. But
then he had to pay a deposit on each of the utilities.
but then he's like, I don't want to pay that. And I was like, oh, and he's like, I'm going to shut my computer off when I go to bed and blah, blah. I was like, oh,
Now
yeah.
you care about electricity?
Now you'll shut the lights off. I mean, what? Because Candace and I will, 2 o'clock, you walk out, 2 o'clock in the morning, you walk out in the kitchen. All the lights are on and nobody's there all summer. Because they'd come out for a snack and she's like, shut the lights off.
I know.
I get it. I used to laugh at those things in the movie.
Yes.
Now I laugh. I'm like, I get it.
I told my teenager that though, and then he did something at school. I don't even remember, but he's like, I calculated it and it's only like 6 cents. And I was like, well, it adds up. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we're still paying it, so please do what I asked.
Yes. Give me 6 cents then. 6 cents and 30 lights. Gosh.
Bradley tried doing that. I was making him, I think he was like 13, and I was making him help me with some yard work or something. And he was being a smart ass. And after like a half hour, he's like, we didn't discuss my hourly rate for labor. I said, oh, really? I said, okay. I said, we can discuss that. And then right after that, we'll discuss your monthly room and board. And she's like, never mind. I was like, thank you.
Good call. Good call.
But,
So in Natrona County right now, there are 270 active homes on the market and 159 pending.
okay.
And then 108 sold last month. So I was just curious what was sold of August of last year, and there were 28% less sold this year than last year in August. But then I compared January to August, so the same time period of this year and last year.
Right.
And so far, it's just barely, it's 2% less than last year. So I think overall, the market is similar. Some months you're going to have more than others.
Yeah.
But overall, we're not too far different than last year, which I thought was interesting.
It is, because I've talked to some agents and they're like, oh, it's slow, which obviously if you're going off of just August slowed down quite a bit. But then you look at the average and it's a little bit less, but it's not.
Yeah. So we'll just have to see. You got to see a trending.
Yeah, I have to wait and see how the next.
But 1 month, don't take that for.
What's funny though, I've been watching posts. I mean, this is changing. People are just busy.
Yeah.
One of the agents in our office, Talia, a guy had shown one of her listings. literally, wow, over a month ago. Over a month ago. Called her last week and said, hey, is that home still available? My buyer's back.
And
They
then
just
they're
got busy.
available. Yep.
They got busy over the summer. So they just, it's not like they decided not to. It's just
Right.
priorities had shifted for a,
Right.
well, the weather was
It's
nice.
like we said, yeah, the weather was nice. Oh, we got to focus on getting all these kids back into school, getting all of the shopping done, and it's just like that's not my first priority right now.
Yep.
So I totally could see that.
Yeah. But it's funny. Like I said, I'm watching the social media posts. Oh, this is, is it really, or does it just,
Was there just a
month where people wanted to have some fun and not buy a house? I mean, we're trying to make house buying fun, but still,
Right.
it's a stressful time.
Right.
People just want to enjoy their summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's
Anyways, we'll see what
like your
happens
takeaway on
this next month, and I really don't see a big change in what houses are available and what's still pending, and so I don't see a huge change in that. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll watch for you. Make sure you stay subscribed.
Yeah.